I will be making another video today, so this time I'm gonna make two videos, but this one is pretty important. It's about what is happening in Paris with the burning of Notre Dame. I I I admit I am not too fascinated in architecture or in that sort of thing, but considering the status of Notre Dame is to the people of Paris, this is a major blow to them. It's the equivalent of the destruction of the Statue of Liberty or the Empire State Building in New York or the destruction of the Space Needle in Seattle or the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. That's what the equivalent is in this case. Now, currently, the fire is still going on, unfortunately. But the good news is that it's died down. More bad news. More bad news though. The iconic spire has unfortunately been torn down as a result of the fire, and so was the roof. Fortunately, there were some parts of the structure that remained intact. So I think so that it at least did not create that much damage. And from what I can tell, a lot of the historical artifacts have managed to be secured from being burned by the fire. I don't know if all the artifacts inside the Notre Dame Cathedral are safe from harm, but I just really hope that is the case, because why again, I'm not really too much into Notre Dame, but again, it's a big iconic cultural symbol of France. This church has been around for 800 years. 800 years, since the 12th century. And with a fire that's been raging that has resulted in much of in this cathedral being burnt, it really devastates a lot of people. It really does. I feel so badly for the French right now that are currently having to deal with this. Fortunately, from what, according to Emmanuel Macron, there's going to be plans on rebuilding the structure, and I hope it's done sooner rather than later, because I mean, again, it's a iconic center of Paris. I would say that this cathedral is more important to the city of Paris than other memorials and statues everywhere in the city. And that includes the Eiffel Tower. Because the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, they did not last as long as Notre Dame. This Notre Dame, on the other hand, it's been around for 800 years. That's a very, very long time. Just 200 years short of being an eon. You have to admit how impressive that is. And to see that all go up in flames is just, it would dampen anyone's spirit. Now, for right now, no one knows what may have happened as a result of the fire. There have been a lot of theories that have occurred. Some have actually suggested that this may have been the result of a terrorist attack or vandalization. I'm not certain, but I think it's an important possibility that we should look into, because right now, considering that it's just only a few hours since the fire started, I don't think it's important to jump any conclusions of yet. Even the kind where the city officials are saying that this may have been an accident. While there is some legitimacy behind that claim, I can't say that as a complete conclusion. Now, the reason why I say that there is some legitimacy behind this is because of just a week ago, there has been there has been a $7 million project in restoring the Notre Dame Cathedral. I don't really know how much of the extent there was, but apparently there was some work going on. So it may have been the case where I could there may have been some equipment that accidentally caught fire. Now I don't really know for sure at the top of my head. So we should just keep looking out. But of course, the guys who did say that this may be vandalism or terrorism, they kind of have a legitimate point. They kind of have a good reasoning, but I'm not trying to be on either side of the argument. I'm just gonna wait out and see. But yeah, it's just this is just messed up. It really is, because of how big the symbol Notre Dame is. It's a very, very, very important icon. It's not just an important icon to France in general, but it's an important icon to Christendom as well. In fact, a lot of Catholics tend to go over there on pilgrimages, and it kind of, in a way, this kind of hits me at home too. Not like there's a personal friend who's been hurt or anything, which so far that hasn't been the case. Only one non-fatal injury on a firefighter. But to continuing on, in 2015, I was literally outside the cathedral itself. 2015, and that's when that was when I finished my high school years. I graduated, and as a result, I just got a celebration gift from my mom of going to Europe, to France and Germany. And I saw Notre Dame. But I never managed to go into it. Fortunately, that was what my sister managed to do before pretty much I even arrived here, considering that she was living in Oxford at the time, studying there. But again, it just kind of hits home, because just a few years ago, I was there. And now to see it go up in flames is just... it's shocking. There's absolutely no other words for it. All I can hope for right now is just that Notre Dame gets rebuilt the same way it has before. I cannot express how bad I feel for the French right now. Because it's like a loss of a personal possession. I know there are plans on restoring the cathedral, but at the moment, it feels that you have lost somebody important. And considering how much of a civic and cultural nationalist I am, I can understand that feeling. I really do. The loss of this, it just feels like it damages your own identity as a person or a citizen. All I can hope for right now is that France manages to pull through, and that the cathedral is built again once more from the ashes. My name is Noah Meehan on the Ark of Truth, and please pray for France. And to all my French subscribers and viewers, my prayers are with you.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain.